So it's Kerry here, and I'm with Nat and Sinead from the Northampton Youth Forum. Thank you very much for your time, giving up your Tuesday evening to be with us. So we were just talking about the fact that the Northampton Youth Forum is supporting, well, has created the Stamp Out Hate Crime campaign. With that, not only have you got people of school age, young people getting involved in this project, you've also got a celebrity, haven't you? You've been working with a certain Mr. Ben Cohen.
Have indeed. He heard about our campaign through Lindsay Ambrose, who used to head the Youth Forum.
Yeah.
And he really wanted to work with us, which
Well,
we were
naturally
completely chuffed about.
I can imagine. Did you know who Ben was beforehand?
I had the poster of the World 2003 winners on my wall for ages, and he was in the squad, so I knew exactly who he was.
Lovely. So you were like, wow, this is incredible. And had you ever heard of him before, Nat?
Yeah. I used to watch the Saints a couple of times, so yeah.
So was it quite exciting when you first met him?
I think so, yeah, because having someone as high profile as that come and approach us.
The first time we met him, he turned up at our residential at the start of the Youth Forum year. Lindsay was like, we've got a special guest coming today, and we were thinking, oh, okay.
It'll be somebody boring.
And then Ben Cohen turned up, and then we were like, oh, brilliant.
Did you feel slightly lightheaded?
Slightly, and then we had our picture taken with him.
And we got to eat lunch with him as well.
Oh, wow. So have you met him a few times now?
Yeah, and it's always interesting because he's got so many stories about like what he's done with his stand-up foundation as well. So he's always engaging and finding out what we've been doing and then telling us what he's been doing. It's kind of nice because he kind of knows us now as well. Like he remembers us from when he met us the first time.
Both of your work took you to London recently.
Yeah.
Yes.
You had a rather glamorous day in the West End.
Yes, we did.
Can you tell us a bit about that?
Well, we had to leave really early. We got on the minibus at about, I think it was about
6:30.
Yeah, 6:30.
Oh, good. So
it
you
was a
had
bit early, but we were all excited. So it's all okay. And we went down to the Apollo Victoria Theatre in the
Wow.
West End, and we arrived there a bit early as well. But then
Yeah.
we had to go and get a coffee for a little bit. But then we went in and we met Ben and Louise, Dearman and Gina Beck,
Yep.
who play Alphaba and Glinda in the West End show. And
which is wicked, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. I was just about to say wicked. Ha 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 ha. See, look, I'm down with the youth. It's fine.
Yeah.
So you met the two main characters, aren't
Yeah.
they?
And there was a group of about 10 of us, and we went down and we were in the original classroom scene from the theatre show, which we were all very excited about, singing on a West End stage.
I can imagine.
We were working specifically with Ben's schools programme that he's in the process of developing for Year 7s. He's attempting to roll it out, I think, in Northamptonshire first, because obviously he's from Northampton, so
Yeah.
it's close to his heart.
He's a home lad, isn't he? He's from Northampton. So when you were actually in the theatre now, what were you doing?
We sort of provided the backdrop for the
like the programme, they were doing like a little interview with it's a scripted interview, but there was bits of improvisation with Ben, Gina and Louise,
Okay.
and we were kind of had to look very like interested in what they were saying. But
So you had your best sort of nodding, oh yes, this is very interesting.
it like the programme looks like it's going to be really useful for kind of Year 7s and the way it was worded and everything.
Yeah.
But we also got picked to do an extra bit. We are going to feature in the programme like individual speaking.
Ooh,
So
you
we
had
made us-
speaking parts.
Yeah.
I did not know I was conversing with actors.
And we made like a stand-up pledge, which is from Ben's foundation. You just pledge to stand up against bullying in some form. And we talked about the characters and how it works. It was a really, really interesting day and looking at something completely new.
Yeah, and I can imagine it's a real insight into something that not many people get to see. And at the end of the day, you're going to be on a video that's going to be going out to Year 7s.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it was a very sort of long-winded day though, because they had to film everything twice.
Okay.
So they would film like all three of them speaking together, and then they would have to film individually, sort of like close-ups of them, So to get like shot variations.
They went through the full script.
It was the full script again.
Which means it's going to look very professional, which is always a good thing.
Exactly. But, you know, as you rightly say, a little bit boring when you're sat in the background trying to look interested when you've literally just heard it again. Oh, dear. Never mind. But a good, fun day had by all then.
Definitely.
Has your little brush with the theatre, has that sort of given you a bit of an interest now?
I think so, yeah. I mean, a couple of us sort of took the opportunity while we were on the stage to have a little sing and a dance.
Wonderful.
So we can at least say we performed on a West End stage.
You can. How incredible. I performed on a West End stage. Were the cast of Wicked around at this point?
Well, we've sort of done it in a sort of small group.
So there you could say with the cast of Wicked.